Hey there, welcome to today's video where we're going to dive deep into the world of interest rates. If you've ever borrowed money or made an investment, you've probably encountered terms like nominal interest rate and real interest rate. But what exactly do these terms mean, and how do they affect your financial decisions? Stick around, and by the end of this video, you'll have a solid grasp on the differences between nominal and real interest rates, as well as how to use them to make informed financial choices. First, let's start by defining our terms. The nominal interest rate is the rate you see when you borrow money or make an investment. For example, if you take out a loan with a 5% interest rate or invest in a bond that pays 5%, that's the nominal interest rate. The rate shows how much the money will increase over a period of time, usually a year. The real interest rate, on the other hand, is the nominal interest rate adjusted for inflation. Inflation refers to the general rise in the price of products over time and reduces the purchasing power of money. When you hear about the real interest rate, it's essentially telling you how much you're earning or paying in interest after considering the impact of inflation. Now that we know the difference between nominal and real interest rates, let's look at how to calculate the real interest rate. Whilst the most accurate formula is the Fisher equation, for almost all purposes we can use the simple equation which looks like this: real interest rate equals nominal interest rate minus inflation rate. For example, if you have a nominal interest rate of 6% and an inflation rate of 2%, the real interest rate would be 6% minus 2% equals 4%. Whilst the simple equation is not 100% accurate, it is good enough unless we are dealing with very large sums of money or a large differential between the nominal interest rate and inflation rate. Understanding the difference between nominal and real interest rates is essential for making informed financial decisions. A nominal interest rate might look attractive at first glance, but if inflation is high, the real interest rate could be significantly lower. This means that your money isn't growing as much as you may have initially thought, which could potentially impact your long-term financial goals. Conversely, when borrowing money, it's crucial to consider the real interest rate when assessing the cost of a loan. A high nominal interest rate might seem daunting, but if inflation is also high, the real interest rate might be more manageable than it appears. Now let's look at a couple of quick examples to understand the implications of nominal versus real interest rates on financial decisions. Example 1. Saving for retirement. Suppose you're investing in a fixed income asset, like a bond, that pays a nominal interest rate of 4%. If the inflation rate is 3%, the real interest rate will be 1%. This means your investment is only growing by 1% per year in real terms, which could impact your retirement savings goals. It's essential to consider the real interest rate when planning for long-term financial goals like retirement. Example 2. Taking out a mortgage. When borrowing money for a home, considering the real interest rate is essential. A 30-year fixed mortgage with a 6% nominal interest rate might look expensive, but if the inflation rate is 4%, the real interest rate is only around 2%. This could influence your decision on whether to take out a mortgage or wait for a better time. And there you have it. By understanding the difference between nominal and real interest rates, you can make more informed financial decisions, whether it's investing or borrowing. Always remember that inflation plays a crucial role in determining how much you're actually earning or paying in interest. And considering the real interest rate in your decision-making process is key to long-term financial success. That's it for today's video on nominal versus real interest rates, but just hold on for a few seconds. If you found this information helpful, be sure to give the video a like and subscribe to our channel for more insightful content. It helps us and the channel out more than you can imagine. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.